Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a video to showcase this Ascension campaign. We're actually going to be 3-starring the Hunchback nodes, and we're going to be 3-starring only a few of them, but I'm going to be picking out the hardest ones. It's basically, we'll basically be looking at the nodes from 1A to 1E. I think 1E is the Hercules one, yeah. These for me are the hardest ones. If anyone would like me to showcase them all or more, please let me know. We're only going to be focusing on Hunchback today, and Kingdom. I'm not going to be diving into Toy Story. Quite frankly, I haven't 3-starred all the Toy Story nodes. I've not been able to do the Big Hero 6 or the Sensational 6 at 3-star. But I've managed to do every other one, and I can showcase a video on how to beat those nodes. It's still extremely difficult, a lot of RNG involved, but I can show you what I used to 3-star them after a billion turns of praying for the right RNG. But in any case, I wanted to showcase the Ascension nodes today, these Ascension nodes today, because I don't actually have maxed out Hunchback characters. I have a G7 Quasi and a G7 Esmeralda. Now, I also do have Frollo. He is a 5-star G8, but I will need to use him, but I only used him for the Sensational 6 node. I will be showcasing Esme and Quasi on the premise that it's probably a little bit more free to play. I'll just show you what level they are now. You can see that my Quasi is only level 60. His Gear 7 got the tier 2 health zone, and then Esme is 65 with the tier 2 speed zone. So they're not fully upgraded. It's we'll be able to do this without them fully upgraded, based on the other characters that you'll be relying on. So in this lineup, I'm going to be using Shan Yu, Namari. She is pretty much the VIP of this, and Beast. Beast is basically there to taunt. The problem is if you don't have Beast and you're running like a really low level Quasi, like, well, he's not really low level, but the damage here in this campaign is scaling, so you'll find that your characters at G7 take so much more damage than your characters at G8. For example, they can be one-shotting for like 30k on a G7 character, whereas you might only take 10k on the G8. So it's kind of insane if you try it with the G7s, and the issue with Quasi is he's a tank, so he will taunt. Beast is there to kind of remove that aspect, to take away the taunt. Shan Yu is there for his leadership. He's got that bonus Kingdom speed, and if you upgrade it, which I highly recommend you upgrade it to the point that he gets 30%, to the point that he gets 30% chance for Kingdom teammates to gain offense up, because there's lots of characters in this, and you'll be killing off quite a few of them. The ability to get offense up is just, it makes it so much easier when you've got his headbutt ready, for example, when you're using Beast Get Out, and Namari's going to be jumping and finishing off lots of the characters. I will actually show how to do this without Namari, because I'll show you some of the nodes without Namari, because she is less free to play. I did well on her. I don't regret it.
That's my credo, no regrets.
She's amazing, but I appreciate that not everyone might have her. But basically, Namari's got this ability where on opponents falling below 30% health, she's going to basically do this 2000 damage with a bonus crit chance based on Kingdom villains. She's going to crit quite a lot, but because you got Shan Yu there, and this generally does a lot of damage and finishes off opponents really, really easily. So So that's what I'm going to be using. Spells are really important as well. So in this first node, if I just go back, so in this first node, we're going to be up against, oh, it's a bit slow. We're going to be up against Elsa and Frozen. Now Elsa can just literally effectively one shot as well. So to be able to like keep her slowed and not let her take a move when you get into the final level with it, it's massive. So yeah, so we're going to be using Duke Kaboom here as well, because the crits are really important. I've got it maxed all the way up, so it normally lands 3 vulnerables. And yeah, so we're just going to jump into it now. So this is the first node of Ascension, and we're going to be 3-starring it with G7, Quasi, and Esme. Esme and Quasi, and then Shan Yu, the Marian Beast. So here we go. Okay, so in the first 2 waves, you've effectively just got to watch out for the fact that these guys can stun. I am just going to throw the arrows in first thing. What's going to happen is she's obviously going to finish them off. These guys are gear 8, so obviously helps a lot, but she has got the speed stone, so she's doing a little bit less damage than you have with the offense stone. And then, you know, you're going to hit him once and hopefully hit him once, and she's going to jump on him. So she obviously makes it really, really easy. Right, so let's just do that. I'm gonna use the cat now. So with Quasi, I'm gonna put this a move here because it puts crit power down. Oof. Right, with Shan Yu, I'm gonna headbutt Kristoff because he is the problem here. Right, I love this move. This basically is where they all start attacking each other. So hopefully Kristoff gets killed here. Yeah, perfect. That's fine. Now this is where Fairy Slumber comes in really, really handy. Gonna put it on Elsa. Gonna jump on Sven because he's got his offense up. I'm gonna do that move there. Now we're just going to focus down Sven because I don't want him to take a turn. Let's do that. Right, now I'm going to focus down Elsa because she is obviously going to take a turn next, so hopefully she's not going to explode and kill Quasi because he is looking a little bit low at the minute. There you go, and Esme cleans him up, so not a problem. Gonna do this. Of course, he comes back. I swear Olaf is glitching, like.
Do you believe that?
No, it's...
Oh my God in heaven! Hell, what's wrong with you? Stop! Let go!
The chance of this happening is so low, and he does it like he literally comes back every time. It's ridiculous. Right, okay. So as you can see, we've just about survived, but doesn't really doesn't matter. We're gonna get rid of her now, and then get rid of this Olaf that doesn't seem to want to die. So there you go. That's the first level of this Ascension campaign. Right. we can continue rather than click on next. So next up we have the Big Hero 6. Now this is really quite a difficult one because of they just do quite a lot of damage, but we're going to jump into it. We're going to use the same characters. Quasi is quite important for being able to remove buffs. We're hopefully just going to blast through this. I'm not going to use my big abilities until the 3rd level. So anyway, let's just jump into it. Going to use the same spells here: Duke Kaboom and Slumber. Right, so these ones you've just kind of got to be watchful of. The turn meter. They've got quite high turn meter, so I'm going to use the arrows. These ones spin and stun, so I'm going to get rid of them first. Bring out the goat. Now, these ones can do quite a bit of damage, so let's do that. Throw this. Let's do this. So you see here we're just basically setting ourselves up for the next one bit, really. Now now I'm gonna use this move because it's gonna do quite a bit of damage. Now what this is important because it's flipped the helpful it's given offense up. This is one thing that's great about that move. So it's given offense up to Shan Yu. We're gonna hopefully headbutt Hero and get rid of him. Now Quasi is next, but I'm gonna Slumber, so I'm gonna control. We're gonna control Go-Go here, and then I am going to. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That was a bit of a misclick. I should have actually aimed for Wasabi there. Now, Beast has got his get out ability. We've saved this. We've obviously got some crits, so hopefully it does quite a bit of damage. And Namari is gonna, well, I was hoping she'd jump. It's because he didn't have offense up, but now they're going to attack and hurt each other. That's okay. Whoa. See, I've been quite lucky here actually. Right, that's a big move there. Gonna get ready to hopefully use Slumber again. Oh, we've been lucky here. Take that taunt. So she's got an AoE coming up. Let's go after her first. Oh, misclick again, my lord. Okay, here we go. Right. So we scraped by. That wasn't the best play, but you can see the idea of it. Okay, so that one's done now. Moving on, what have we got next? This one's quite easy. It's just Beast getting enraged, so we're going to take in Slumber and Duke Kaboom again. I think my favourite two spells for the Ascension. Right, so let's just do some arrows. So much fun. Well, basic. Let's go after these archers. Let's hit this front row. Actually, right, so Beast has got his get out move. Oh, okay. There's not much you can really plan for that. I'm gonna have to restart this one. That's just unfortunate. Oh my god. Oh dear, right. Well, all my plan was just foiled because of that move. Let's just come out. Right, let's do that one again. I know it was a waste of energy, but the purpose of the video today is to show you the 3 stars, so I'm not going to mess about. Okay. Okay, using the arrows. Which obviously makes it so much easier. Let's just do basics. Hit the front row. Okay, that's not good that Quasi has got taunts, but I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Okay, so I'm going to use Duke here. And I'm going to want him to take that taunt. And yeah, I'll kill him. Well, there you go. And then, yeah, just going to use Slumber now. On him. It's okay. Go after Gaston. He's super tanky now since the rework. Let's get them to kill each other. Reduce a bit of turn meter as well. Alright, and this will be over soon. Make sure they can't go after Quasi. And there you have it. Okay. So, moving on to the next one. I think the next one is going to be Sensational 6. Now, we're going to have to use a different team here, unfortunately. If I had G8 Quasi and Esmeralda, I wouldn't need to use Frollo, but because of how this mission goes, I'm absolutely going to need to use Frollo here, because firstly he can bring out the archers that do quite a bit of damage. They take away some of the where is he? They take away some of the focus, and also he can silence Mickey with his big move. If Mickey gets to go off, then it can be a bit problematic. So anyway, same spells, Duke Kaboom and Slumber. Let's jump in. Yeah. So Fro's going to go first, going to get the archers out straight away. More bodies on the field to attack. I'm just going to use that. Use this one as well. They're not going to do anything. I'm going to use the arrow volley, just get through this. Give everyone offense up, speed it up. Alright, let's do that. He had quite a high turn me. I didn't want him to take a turn, so get it done quickly. Get the goat out. Let's focus on him. Alright, so Beast is going to go first. I want to use his get out and move. Let's do that. See, this is why having more bodies on the field is really useful here. So he's got offense up. I'm going to go ahead and use this get out ability. That's okay. Right, this is why I like... so I'm going to use Duke here. Actually going to use Duke here. And then I'm going to land the Slumber and then hit this back row. Right, hopefully a big headbutt here from Shan Yu. Nearly. Oh, that's so frustrating. That was actually a mistake. Hopefully I don't get punished by that. Now, I need to get through Goofy before Mickey takes a turn, really. Which I might not be able to do. Okay, perfect. There you go. I was going to use Esmeralda's dancing ability, but not needed, so. And there you have it. So, it's concentrated damage. You know, it's making use of Duke Kaboom. So you get the vulnerables out, using Slumber to slow down Mickey, keep him under control, and you know, using Beast as your tank really. So you keep the offense away from Esmeralda, who's only G7, and Frollo, who's only 7-star. So sorry, he's only 5-star. So that's the Sensational 6 one, definitely the hardest one. Moving on to the Hercules one. Now I haven't shown any of Rapunzel so far, so this is where I'm going to use Rapunzel. I really like Rapunzel in this level because of the ability to stun Hercules and Hades. Hades just randomly just combusts massively, so if you don't have Namari, because you know she's not exactly free to play, you can sub in Rapunzel, and you know we've had the Rapunzel tower a few times at this point. I'd like to think most people have her at least 5 or 6 star. So we're going to use Rapunzel and we're going to use that stun ability. So basically going to jump into battle. I think the spells are fine. I might swap out Slumber for Mortal Potion, just because Hercules seems to get all these buffs and it's quite hard to stop him from taunting. So we're going to use Mortal Potion and Duke Kaboom. And yeah, and here we go. We're going to jump in with this. Oh, sorry. I'll take out Frollo now. Go back to using Quasi, because most people will have Quasi. And yeah, let's just jump in. Okay. No.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
Well, that sucks, but nothing I can do. For some reason I had it on auto, but anyway. Right, okay, so just gonna taunt. I want to keep the damage away from Quasi and Esme. Hit there to die. I'm gonna jump, I think. That, yeah, great. Perfect. So I'm going into this. Been somehow quite lucky here. I'm going into this with Rapunzel first. This is the ideal situation of what I wanted to happen. So I'm going to go for Hades here and then hopefully get Herc behind. Perfect. Now I would have had all my attacks, but unfortunately I was, for some reason, whatever reason, on auto when I did this. So let's do that. I'm actually going to go for Hades here. He's the one that scares me the most. That's okay. I like that. I'm going to do this now, where they attack all each other. Please stun. That would be fantastic. No stun. It's okay. I think Beast is already. Let's go for the. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So somehow ended up kind of working out. Pain and Panic are still a problem. They can still do quite a bit of damage. That's why I'll get them back out. Right, this is where I'm going to use Taunt with Beast to keep the damage away. Well, didn't last too long. Perfect. Okay, so I can breathe a sigh of relief now. All the damage dealers are gone, and I will jump on Phil. Now take out Meg. Forgetting the names. But yeah, as you can see here, you really want Rapunzel to take the first turn going into this. There were some mix-ups, some slip-ups before where I had everything on auto, but it kind of worked out. So yeah, it's quite a hard mission, this one of the harder ones, and as you can see, it's doable without Frollo, without Namari taking advantage of Rapunzel here with her ability to stun. So yeah, she offers a lot going into this. Not the easiest of battles, and this battle is obviously slightly different. As I was saying, you know, we obviously went in with Rapunzel, made use of her stun ability, managed to get the stuns on Hercules and Hades. That was the important part, and it was also just showcasing that you could do this without Namari. So yeah, a bit of a dicey one because Pain and Panic can still do quite a bit of damage. Pegasus with his AoE does quite a chunk of damage as well, so definitely one that's not the easiest, and it's one which requires a little bit of control. I took Mortal Potion in to, you know, flip the effects to take away the taunts that Meg, Hercules and Pegasus like to give, you know, to spread around. And Duke Kaboom, as ever, it's the kind of the spell of this whole Ascension, in my opinion. So yeah, so there you have it. It's, as I was saying, it's not the easiest mission. Another spell that I would recommend for that is, if you've got it level 4, is Clock Tower. Clock Tower is fantastic. Put in, you know, Hercules and Hades into pumpkins. You effectively don't want them to take a turn at all, because they do so much damage, which is why you took advantage of Rapunzel here. But Clock Tower is one of those where if you did manage to get the stuns and it's level 4, you can effectively turn them into a pumpkin on the next turn without them even having a turn. So that's one I would recommend as well. So anyway, this was just a short video to show you how to do these really difficult Ascension levels, and hopefully you've been able to learn something from it. And if you've got any questions, comments or whatever, put them in the comments section down below. I'll be happy to oblige. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Thank you very much for watching.